Thank you. Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett and I'm the founder and owner of Tech Reviews Help, and today I am going to get into a video to help other YouTubers, the ones that are about starting up or the ones who are going and getting into reviews and maybe websites and stuff like that are trying to get into reviews and wondering, how do you request reviews? How do you pick products? But more importantly, how do you ask a company to review a product and have them give it to you? This is very, very important. And one of the biggest and most important things I could tell you right now is the way to make this a success most of the time is by treating it purely as a business transaction. You are a business. You are asking for something. You are not begging. You are simply asking. You are asking for a resource to give a resource back. Money, reviews, views, whatever. I don't care. You're asking and you're going to give something back for what you're asking. It's a business transaction. Treat it as such and you will have some success. The more you treat it as a business and the more that you're a professional, the more successful you will be. Very important. And that's, if anything you take away from here, that's what you need to take. So as far as things goes, I got a template down below in the description. Copy and paste that, play around with it, make it original to you, but that way it helps you out. It's not going to be complete as you're about to see with an actual live email, but it is something to help you out getting started. It's much more than what I had when I was getting started. So as far as this goes, the email that you're seeing is an actual email that I sent out a day ago, and it was successful. I use this as pretty much a template. I use the few sentences, and I don't have the number on top of my head, but I had to guess it'll be 98% success rate in requesting and getting reviews for stuff. And the thing to keep in mind though is there is a huge thing I will tell you. Do not review products you have no interest into. You need to go and take a look at a product before you request to review it. Are you really interested into it? Yeah, you can look at products that will bring views in, of course, but are you interested in the product? It'll translate over if you're not. What you need to do is, if you're going on something like Amazon and you're about to hit the buy button, then ask yourself if you can wait a couple weeks, say a month or two at most. Can you just ask the person who's selling it or the company who's making it for a review product, a review kit, or an actual thing for free to review? If the answer is no, then why would someone watch your review at all? If the answer is yes, which it should be, then ask. What's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to buy it anyways. So if they say no, just buy it. And if they say yes, then there you go. And if they don't reply back, you got your answer. You can still review it. Keep in mind, if you don't get a answer back, you might want to include that into your review. And if you're going to buy it anyways. So you can say that might be something worthwhile to note in customer service. Most of the time you'll find some type of reply, especially with low developers or makers or sellers. Something that is not a Samsung, not a HTC, you'll find a reply most of the time, and most of the time they're more than happy to help you out and everything, especially in this case. Now, this is very important in the format, is it gets into who am I? Who is the person sending this? So I'll get into this within the first sentence. Following this, I say, what am I about? In the next sentence. It relates to the previous sentences. Keep this one in mind. This is a constant theme in this email, in all emails I send in a business aspect. I might send an email to you, the viewer, if you send me an email me on here. Feel free to do so if you got a question. And it might be unprofessional, but to sponsors and other things of this nature, I will always keep something like this in mind, unless if it's a friend type of atmosphere, then that might be 100% different. But for the most part, especially when I'm developing a business relationship, my prior sentence will go along with my next sentence, and my next sentence will support my prior sentence. It's very important. And then I will keep things as short and clean as possible. The less you say, the less mistakes you can make. On top of that, these again are business people, and they're probably getting quite a few requests if they are. And given of that, they don't have time to read a book. They won't. They'll just say spam. You know how easy it is to hit that button? They'll hit it. You don't want that. Make it quick and easy for them. So with this, basically, I say what the stuff is about. I can say I got a website, a YouTube channel, this and that. No, say what your primary thing is. And specifically, I want to review it and put it on my YouTube channel. Not my website, not all this other stuff. It might go those places, but for the most part, what's going to end up happening is, since this is my primary source for the primary thing I'm going to focus it on, I need to focus my email around that. With that, I don't need to put, when I say below is a link to, I don't need to have 3 or 4 links. I don't need to have 2 links. I need to have 1 link. And whatever that's related to here. Now, as far as this goes, before we move on, I want to mention this supporting area. If your channel is about to start, or it's low, like not that good as far as the numbers go, then you might want to say that you're growing. Same thing with a website. So you need to spin it to say that you're growing, because you are. But let's say that you have some numbers, like say for example, I got 1.5 million views, total views of the lifetime of the channel. I can use something like that. And at this time I got over 6,000 subscribers. And right here I have about. I can use that. And I use exact numbers. These are things they can look up. It's important to note that. It's important to note that you also need to be honest as possible. So let's talk about this link. This is very, very important. I know I'm getting detailed, but it's very important to realize this. So when you make a template, you just have to make it once. Then you just modify really this one area and these 2 numbers. Or if your thing's slow, then just this last area. So it's less work on you and more results. This link is very important for this to go to an about. So with YouTube, you have, when someone's not subscribed, they see a trailer. Go to my channel. If you're not subscribed, go to my channel right now and take a look. A trailer will pop up and say what the channel's about. And that's very important. And it's less than 5 minutes. Basically, you need to have whatever you put down here for a website or YouTube channel, the trailer, to be less than 5 minutes. The less time, the better. So the quicker you can get the information through, that's understandable, the better. For websites, video is awesome on there too. So if you can embed it, do it. If you can't, then at least make it what it's about very quickly as possible. You can use a homepage on a website, but one thing I would prefer is if you have a good about page, then use that. But homepage won't work. Won't hurt on the thing. It'll give them a good idea of what your stuff is about from there. But they're basically, if they gotta click on here and then they gotta click on something else, it's a dead deal automatically. They are only going to click on one thing. And if they gotta click on the second thing, it's going to be the spam button. So consider that. So, the following, very important. Get to the point. Why are you here? Why are you even bugging this person? Why are you bugging the company? I'm emailing you today to dance on the sun. No, I'm emailing you today to request a review. Here's the important thing, and I'm not a lawyer, but if you want to keep the product for good, then say so. If you want it for free, say so. Very important, because if it's hardware wise, this isn't. If it's hardware wise, then basically you need to make sure that says, I want to review your product for free to keep, or something around that, whatever fits your style more, but it needs to be there, something saying that you want to keep the product. And that way they can come back and say, well, you should have sent the product back now that the review's done, or they can't try to sue you over something like that. I've never seen that, but I don't think that's out of the realm of something like that happening for a company to do that. So keep that one in mind, and that way you can show a judge, hey, I said I wanted to keep it, they agreed, and move on. Now, the next sentence, again, this supports the previous sentence, allows me to show viewers blah 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 blah, customizes per product. Am I installing it? No, this one's pretty easy to install. Am I going to show how-tos on it? So keep that one in mind. Oh, one thing I want to mention before I forget, for this previous sentence, if you are not sure that you're going to get the product at all, you might want to say for free or for a discount. And that way, at worst, you can get a discount. On some of the products, I did get a discount. Like, for example, I have a wood cover that's coming in for my Surface Book. I'm going to have an application video as far as how to put it on the Surface Book and see how well that works. But then I'm also going to do a review video for it, and I got a 20% discount for that. So following this, you're going to need to say, ask me questions if you have any. Say however it fits you. When you do get a product, one thing to keep in mind, if you're in the United States, like myself, legally you got to say that you got the product for free or for a discount. So it's a big thing to keep in mind. And use the exact words. So like the cover that I was talking about, 20% discount, I gotta say that in the video for the review, and it got to be clear. And for something like this, for this particular product, I gotta say I got it for free. It's very important, and that way you're not fined a couple $100,000. But hopefully this has helped you out. Now you can use a signature like this. I would advise it. And one thing I would advise is a domain email. If you can't afford that yet, then you can use your regular email, but you might want to start using a domain email because it's only a couple bucks. For Google, it's $5. There's other places that's cheaper, so keep that one in mind, and that way it looks professional. Again, the more professional you get, the higher your chances are to getting the product that you want. I know this video's been going on long enough. Sorry, I had to be very, very detailed because I want you to be successful. Because of this, if you have any questions at all on this, then let me know. And if you got any other tips on this, then feel free to leave it down below in the comment section, and that way it helps out other people. Now, if you got any questions on anything else, any technology related or anything, let me know in the comment section, or feel free to email me. But if you like this, go and leave a like, subscribe, share. Check out our Patreon campaign, and also our donation links in the description. Hope you have a great day. And again, this has been Craig Bennett, founder and owner of TechViews Nope.